doesn't make a sound. Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style.
This will be my second since.
Hello, welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. I have an old guest back. Well, I won't say, she's not old. I have one of my favorite former guests on, Leanne Hart Deuda, and I brought her on initially when she amazingly survived terminal brain cancer. She was given 3 months to live a long time ago, right? Right, Leanne?
Yeah, 2016, and here we are.
And here she is today looking healthier. I was just telling her she's like the healthiest person I know. She's in all sorts of races and things, and I told you initially when I had you on that I was going to keep bringing you back because you are an inspiration, and I know all my followers want to check in and see how you're doing. And when I contacted you this time, you said you were doing excellent.
Absolutely.
So I couldn't wait to have you back on. So fill us in. Wait, we'll do a brief. I know we've done this several times. A brief, some information about your disease and how it happened and all that. You had some, I guess, paralysis.
I had very, very, really no symptoms until the week before.
And she is like, you're a physical trainer, right?
Yeah, I'm a personal trainer. I
She was
most of my food.
And through all of this, you were in great shape?
Great shape, had done fitness competitions, triathlons. I did triathlon 2 months before.
So
did
there
a
was
photo shoot the day
she
before.
had no indication that something like this was happening. So you had some symptoms where you had paralysis in your hands.
I did. It was actually Ash Wednesday in 2016, and I was in church, and I was numb and kind of was going like this.
Scary.
And didn't do anything about it. And the next week, on a Monday, I got up to do my routine and had no grip in my hands. So
Scary.
I went to the ER and scanned and
Diagnosed with multiple brain tumors.
Metastatic lung cancer. So
had
the
spread to your
primary
brain.
source, was in the lungs that had spread to my brain.
So it was malignant
Lots of malignants.
all over your brain and in your lungs too, right?
12 in my brain, 4 or 5 sizable, and then a snowstorm.
And your prognosis was 3 months.
If without treatment, 90 days. Yeah.
And what about with traditional treatment?
I probably wouldn't be sitting here.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like it was 1 or 2 tumors. I was full of tumors. They would have had to
It was stage 4, correct?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Imagine being diagnosed with stage 4 terminal brain cancer. But look at her.
It's a game changer.
Look at her.
It's amazing.
So we'll jump ahead a little bit. What happened was they tested your tumor and you had a genetic match for a new medication, correct?
I did, for a targeted therapy drug. I had a very specific and rare mutation that enabled me to take a very specialized drug that is just for my type of lung cancer with my mutation, ALK rearranged.
Boy.
Really,
I don't want to say you're lucky
slid
because
under the
what
radar.
happened to you, but
Right, because I
Wow.
had refused treatment. So without treatment,
You weren't
and
gonna
for
do
that-
treatment?
Well, no, because I mean I'm 115 pounds. They would have had to have pumped me.
They wanted
with
to do
enough
chemo and radiation.
full brain radiation.
and I know we've talked about this before. Sometimes when someone in that situation gets full brain radiation, they're not the same.
No,
So for the rest of your life, you would have been
no.
a different
Well,
person. Not necessarily, but
I have 4 stepchildren and a son, and I was not gonna have. I wasn't gonna go that way.
so you had refused treatment,
Yeah.
and you were just gonna.
Let God take me. He brought me in. Let Him take me out.
And then they called you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Congratulations. You have won a tour prize.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. And that was really the first of many blessings.
So are you totally cancer free?
I am cancer free today and have been 2 years. It'll be 3 years in April, but who's counting?
Wow, I am because I keep calling you back in
know.
here. Like I gotta get it back.
It really is.
I think this would be a good time to put the pictures up because we want to start with the picture of the tumors, the sizable tumors in your brain, the
Yeah.
brain scan when you were first diagnosed in the hospital.
Right.
So can we put that picture up? While we're waiting for this, it was all one day you found all this out, right?
Yes, they with the mini stroke, the TIAs, they scanned my brain immediately.
That would be the first thing they'd do.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
found multiple tumors. So they knew that the primary site had come from somewhere else. Because normally, if you have brain cancer, you have a tumor.
Right.
If it's metastatic, then normally it's multiple.
It came from your lung cancer.
Yeah.
And you weren't a smoker?
No,
See, that's another-
triathlete actually.
Yeah, triathletes still smoke.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
my
know,
goodness.
I don't know.
Wow.
People go, "Where do you think you got it?" Who
Yeah.
knows?
People actually ask you that?
Yeah.
Where do you think
How
you
do you
got it?
think you got it?
Okay, we're waiting on the picture of the brain scan. I think they hear me.
I think
Okay.
I have one good and one not.
So, did they show you the scan? Here it
They
is.
didn't
Here
show
it
me
is.
the scan.
Okay, tell us what we're looking at. This is from the top, right?
What's the date on that one? I don't know. So the top right is the largest. It was 3 centimeters.
That's huge.
Yeah. I don't know which one this is, but there's 12 in there somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the white.
Anything white is a tumor.
Yeah, it's a lesion or a tumor. I don't know what the date on this one
So
is.
they took out the bigger ones,
The
correct?
largest one 3 days later. I had.
And there you are in the hospital.
That's right before I went in. That's my mom, my
Aw.
86-year-old mom. She'll be 87 in December.
She looks great.
She cared for 2 of us. My
Oh.
brother had throat cancer
No.
in Jacksonville, and she drove back and forth and
Oh,
back.
you've
and
got
forth.
to be kidding.
And we're both cancer-free today.
Oh, my goodness.
Not that it ever ran in the family, but,
Ah.
you know,
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
yeah.
Okay, next picture. That's your surgeon,
Yeah,
correct?
so that's Dr. Ricardo Comatar. He's the University of Miami. Brilliant. And you can see my face is all puffy. This is probably like, I don't know, a month after brain surgery, I was having my staples taken out.
So that's the steroids that.
massive steroids. Horrible. Worst time of my life.
Oh.
Blood clots and
Oh.
the whole, and here I am.
Wow. Okay, next
Yeah.
picture. This, I think, is when you were on the steroids, right?
Yeah, that's in June. That was my birthday, June of 2016. So you can tell, like,
I can see
anybody
because
that
I'm looking at your
knows
face,
me,
yeah.
I'm different in that
Yeah.
picture. My mouth, everything is
Very
different.
swollen.
But I was trying to work it.
Oh, you look great, though. I work
Yeah.
with a lot of
It
plastic
was
surgeons, and
amazing.
fat
You
in the face
know,
is a good thing.
Exactly. I had a lot of my friends around me. The people
Yeah.
that needed to walk away did, and the people that needed
See?
to step back
Yeah.
in. It was fabulous. It
Yeah,
really
you figure it out,
was
don't
the
you?
worst and the best.
Wow. Okay, next photo. Okay.
Oh. And so this was my first triathlon after, and this was in September.
Is that your son?
Yeah, this
Oh.
is my son. And my stepdaughter Reed made shirts, and it says Leanne Lives, which is my Instagram
Oh, wow.
tag. And so I couldn't do the run, but I had a team of 2 girls, a girlfriend of mine. her daughter did the
run for you?
and the swim, and I did the bike, and we got second. We placed second. It was cool. It was an awesome day.
Oh my gosh! How
Yeah.
long after treatment was that? Is this the same race?
This is a different race that
Okay.
I did because they're not up with me, but I did 2.
and this is all after your
after,
treatment.
and I did 2 before, and I'm going to do another one 2 weeks. So
Wow!
trying to get back in it.
Trying to get back. You never left.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the man that runs the head of Boca of Lung Cancer's radiology oncology, I met on a bike.
Oh,
And
that's Dr. Casper.
Michael
Yeah.
Casper.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, and he's come up to me probably about 2 or 3 months ago. He came up next to me on a bike.
On
and
a
he looked
bike.
next
Oh.
to me and he goes, "Who
You're
could
still
have
here?"
ever thought that this would be?"
Isn't that amazing? Wow. Okay, next picture. There, I love this picture.
And this is fit at 50. So this is what I did. This was actually 52. But, you know, I was going through a difficult time in my life and focused on something positive. So I was at the top of my fitness level.
Was this before?
Yes.
See, that's what I mean. It's not like you were a sickly person.
No.
At the top of your fitness level in your entire life,
Yeah.
and then you get diagnosed with terminal cancer.
Crazy.
Wow. Okay.
It's crazy. So you just never know. You really
Yeah.
appreciate every minute of every day, and don't honk. Just enjoy where you're
Don't
at.
honk. I just honked
Don't honk.
on the way here.
because you know
Cut
what?
out in front of me.
You better enjoy where you're at because you just never know.
Wow. Well, you're quite an inspiration. What are they telling you about the future? What's your prognosis?
It's not if, it's when. And where.
When what?
If it comes back. It's not if, it's when.
They say
And-
it will come back.
Most probably.
But then you're still on the medication, correct?
I'm still on the medication, so the efficacy of my drug is 3 to 5 years, typically 3, and that's
We
where
talked
I
about
am
this
right
last time.
now.
So you're right at 3 years. So theoretically, what will happen is that drug will stop working.
Yeah.
At which point, they will have another drug for you.
Lots of new drugs, and it's interesting how I just started training a client probably 6 or 8 months ago, and she is a drug rep for lung cancer oncology drugs.
Isn't
and
that
she
crazy?
knows all about, and she goes to all these conferences, and so she goes, you're good.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I got something for you.
So
Wow.
I don't think about it. I have my scans done every 3 months, and I got to keep looking forward.
And I know
I
at
can't
one
look
point you
back.
had some trouble with insurance covering your drugs.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'll tell you what.
Imagine
It's-
being on a drug that is keeping you alive, keeping the cancer
Yeah.
at bay, eradicated the cancer, and they tell you can't have it anymore because your insurance isn't going to pay for it.
Yeah, $20,000 a month they get for that.
$20,000 a month. So there's
Crazy.
no way you would
Well,
have
I've been able to get grants from Genentech Foundation.
I know you told me that the pharmaceutical companies do have grants for people
Yes.
that can't
Yes.
afford
And
it.
thank goodness. I mean, I don't know who could. I might be able to afford
No,
the first month,
who
but
could either.
it's I've been on this drug for 3 years.
Can you imagine the price
A
of
lot
that?
It's crazy.
Ugh,
And what does that drug really cost?
I know. So, how did you resolve the problem with the insurance company? I think you told us on the last show, but
Well, the first issue I had was at the stage that I was at. They wouldn't approve me for the Generation 3 drug, which was the newest, greatest drug. They
because
made
you
me-
were stage 4?
they want, for financial reasons, they want me to start with Generation 1. So I was on Generation 1 probably about 8 or 9 months, and then I had a scan in January of 2017. It was, a little bit off, not for the better.
So your doctors knew there was a better drug there that would help you more, and
they
the
could
insurance
not get
company
it
was
through.
denying
But
it.
once that scan was a little changed, then
Then
the
you did.
insurance company approved it.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Crazy.
scary to think that your life is in the hands of someone in an insurance company when there's a drug available
Exactly.
that your doctors believe will help you. Whew, that's scary.
Yeah, their hands are tied, I think,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's a shame.
So, what's your life like now? You just back to normal?
Fabulous.
I know, I can tell.
Fabulous. I'm probably one of the happiest people you'll ever meet.
I noticed that.
Every day's a good day, you know, and I can't get enough in. People go, oh my gosh, your pictures, you're traveling all the time.
I
And I'm
noticed
like,
that.
Because I can. I'm healthy and I want to, you know, do as much as I can as soon as I can.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that you're waiting
So we shouldn't wait
do,
around to take that trip to Europe?
Absolutely not. You want to do something, go do it. Find
Yeah.
a way to get it done because, you know, the day comes and you're going to say, I wish I would have done this. I
Right,
wish,
when you no
know.
longer can.
Yeah. So start building that epic shit list now.
Do it now.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a point. The rest of us don't think about it as much as you do. But,
Yeah, it's life's very different, and I just really feel that, you know, my life's been spared for a reason, so I certainly need to offer hope to so many that are hopeless.
are we off? Okay, we're still going. Okay, just keep going. Okay, we've got to take a break. Be right back.
You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show. You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show. You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show.
Okay, we're back. We had a little technical difficulty there. I'm back with Leanne Hartayudo, and we were talking about your amazing recovery from stage 4 lung cancer that had metastasized to your brain. And how well you're doing right now. And you're very inspirational to everybody that's listening and watching because You're like one of the happiest people I know.
Yeah.
I hear other people complaining about their little problems.
Problems, health is the main concern and everything else is stuff.
That's so true. And in an area where we live, where everybody's got the fancy cars and all of that, that means nothing if you don't have your health.
That's right. Because you can have all the money in the world and you can't buy your
that.
health.
Yep.
Yeah. You might be able to pay for that drug.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so your prognosis now is that eventually that drug's not going to work, and they'll switch you to another one. But there are so many new drugs out there, that's not going to be a problem. And is it because you responded so well to this one that you're a better candidate than most people? Or is it just they just keep trying till they get it?
Genetics.
Yeah. Of the tumor itself, right?
Yes.
That they have to test and match it with drugs.
Yes.
Genome testing, that's like the latest thing.
It's fabulous.
But only, what's the percentage of people that can actually respond to those drugs? I know it's very small.
Mine is like a 2%. Yeah. It's very, very, very small.
Well, I'm really glad it worked out for
drugs.
you.
There are like Keytruda. There are all different kinds of mutations. So
So they just have to test the tumor and then try to match it up with a drug.
Yeah.
Did they tell you that was even a possibility when you were first diagnosed? Because you had said that you had refused treatment and you were just going to...
They did a biopsy, but, it took probably 8 weeks for that biopsy to come back. And by then, 8 weeks later, I had kind of...
They only gave you 3 months left.
Yeah, I mean,
2 months are already chewed up.
I got a month left. I didn't even think about it again. And I got that phone call.
And all of a sudden you get a call.
Yes.
I bet your doctors were thrilled to tell you.
Yes, of
boy.
course.
You had some great doctors over there. Who were they? Boca Regional Hospital.
Al Vegas.
Al Vegas, oncologist.
Is my lung oncologist, and Sajil Chowdhury is my
Chowdhury. I've interviewed him before. I want you to bring him back in here. He is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite a team at Lung Cancer. And even for my scans, I mean, everyone knows me. I know them. It's not like a place where you really want to be known. But, it really is top-notch help. It really is.
Oh, I know. People in Boca Raton are very fortunate to have that hospital here because it is state of the art, especially for cancer care.
It really is.
And that women's center, too, over there is amazing.
It is.
So very, very lucky to have a place like that.
We've got a very nice slice of pie here, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Because I wouldn't have been in a situation to travel to MD Anderson
Can you imagine that?
Or Sloan Kettering, and that wasn't an option for me, and there really weren't any other options.
Yeah, you weren't taking any options, were you?
There weren't really any second opinions that anyone could have given me at that
So
point.
I still want to talk a little bit about how you had decided just to forego treatment. You were okay with that?
I'm a person of faith, and
But now, they had fixed the paralysis by removing the larger tumors, right?
Right.
So you were back,
just one,
kind of back to normal.
Right.
How did you feel?
I mean, I was on steroids.
Yeah.
So I had blood clots, so I was taking blood thinners, and so my skin's not like what it used to be, but I'm alive, you know.
You look great.
Yeah, so no, I wasn't myself, but I felt relatively fine. I really did.
Really?
I mean, I did a lot of sleeping because of all the medication I was on, but I
So
sold
you didn't
my house.
you didn't feel ill. You just had those symptoms of paralysis because of the tumors. That was it.
Yeah, and I had my craniotomy, and I was eating chicken parm in 2 hours.
I know you told me that right after the surgery.
So that's another key point. Stay healthy. Always stay healthy physically. If you have the ability to exercise your heart, exercise your lungs, exercise your brain. Do it, because if something comes along and you're not in good physical shape and not able to overcome the trauma that is brought to your body through treatment.
Yeah. So you feel that because you were in such great shape, it helped you a lot.
And mentally.
Yeah.
If anyone, great on Netflix, Heal, the movie Heal, the power of healing through your thoughts and what you think. And I said a prayer every day. Thank you, Jesus, for the miracle that you're performing in my life, restoring my health to perfection, ridding my body of all cancer. I said it every day, all throughout the day, like it was done. And
Wow.
that was it.
So it's
you
a
know,
mental state and a lot of prayer.
a lot of prayer, a lot of
Okay.
cannabis oil.
Yeah, I
and
know
a
you
lot
do
of
that
drugs.
too.
Yeah, and I still do.
You still do that?
I'm a big proponent for cannabis oil, and I certainly don't look like a stoner. So,
No.
you know, it's given by God. It's in the Bible. It's to feed and heal my people.
Yeah.
So, take that for what it's worth. But man did not make cannabis. It was on
plant.
this earth.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
it's,
cannabis treatment is legal now in Florida.
Right, and my medical marijuana doctor was on here with me one time. He's a neurologist in Stewart, and he talked about all the conditions that can be treated and cared for by cannabis.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
Yes.
So you do a combination of you do the traditional medical, well, I don't want to say traditional, but you do the medical side, and then you also augment it with the cannabis therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and raw juice.
I love
at
raw juice. That's how I met you in the first place.
Yes, that was our first interview.
Yeah.
Was Barry from Raw
That
Juice.
was great.
People, the power of phytonutrients.
Yeah.
I ingest what is equivalent to 15 or 20 pounds of vegetables a day.
Wow.
So do yourself. You're not going to eat that many salads,
couldn't- you
are
couldn't get it in.
No. So
Yeah.
drink it. Foy. Drink anything green.
I think anybody watching
Yeah.
would like to be as healthy as you.
Well,
So
you know, you got to do what you can.
Yeah.
And so, yes. So I'm healthy.
okay, we got just a couple minutes left here, Leanne. So
goodness.
anything else you want to say to all these people that love hearing from you and
Just,
love checking in with you?
It's important. There's so many people, and you hear it every day. Someone is diagnosed with cancer. I don't know, in your world, in my world, there's people every day in all different types of cancers, and you just really need to find the right sources and not always swallow that first not the diagnosis, but the treatment route.
Right. There are lots of different
so-
treatments, and it might depend on the doctor you're seeing.
Take your time
Yeah.
and really do some research and check out your avenues. But anyone can always message me and reach out to me. I've
You'd be a great
spoken
resource.
to
I'm sure a lot of people have contacted
through
you.
this, and I am passionate about giving people hope, because I'll tell you what, I had no hope, and
You had given up, and you were ready to die and let go. And look at you
turned it
now,
around. Yeah.
3 years later, looking healthier than ever.
Thank God, yes.
Okay, well, thank you, Leanne, and we're going to check
Thanks
back in with you
for having
again.
me again.
Okay.
Great.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily